in Canadian history under your watch. And it was under your watch that we saw over 100 immigrant workers being detained. We saw under your watch over 100 workers being arrested, detained, and sent to deportation. And that is why we have named you the Minister of Censorship and Deportation.
We recognize your policies for the racist and xenophobic policies that they are. You cannot silence us all. We'll be back wherever you're speaking, Mr.
Hi. We gave Jason Kenney, the Minister of Immigration, Citizenship and Multiculturalism, the welcome he deserved today because he presided over the largest attacks on immigrant communities in Canadian history. He targeted workplaces where over 100 workers were detained, arrested, and set for deportation.
Where people were brought into cafeterias at their places of their work, they were brutally handcuffed until their arms and wrists were swollen. They were taken to detention center in Rexdale, surrounded by guards and barbed wire, where they were tricked into waiving their rights to legal counsel. People that were tricked into or intimidated into waiving their right to pre-removal risk assessment. And as of today, 29 people have already been deported. This is really quite fascist immigration policy that we have never seen in Canada before. So we were here to really tell Kenney in a strong united message that this kind of heavy-handed American-style enforcement policy will not be tolerated, and it's really absolutely shameful, and it's a travesty of justice.
And the reason why we have to go into these closed-door sessions is because Jason Kenney is unwilling to meet with immigrant communities to discuss his racist attacks on our communities. He's unwilling to talk about the criminalization of immigrant communities. He's unwilling to talk about the fact that he's increased detentions and deportations under his watch. We've seen a fourfold increase in detentions and deportations, and this is something that he has clearly lied about. And that's why we went to see him today, is to confront him on his lies, to confront him on the fact that immigrant communities will refuse to be targeted. That's why it's so important to mobilize on May 2nd to send an even stronger, concerted and united message to Jason Kenney, Stephen Harper and immigration enforcement that our communities refuse to be attacked, that we will not be silent, and that we are standing up and fighting back.